Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, I've had a weird couple of days. First off, it sounds like I'm sick. I just woke up. My voice will come back. Just let me practice a little bit. I don't mean to get too personal with you guys, but I want to tell you a little bit about the last couple days that I've had. This isn't supposed to be a vlog, okay? But honestly, if we're being honest with ourselves, it kind of is. It is just like a public diary. I know you guys like that. Whatever. Alright, I've been sick. Like, in a really weird way. I haven't been feverish or coughing or sore throat or anything like that. I've only been, like, gassy, and I couldn't get rid of the gas in any way, and my stomach's been, like, in a lot of pain for the last, like, 2 days or so, and I was gonna go to the doctor, like, today, or, let's be honest, probably tomorrow, if it persisted. If it got worse, I would've gone today, but I woke up this morning, after 48 hours of just, like, straight stomach ache, which is, like, that's never happened before. I woke up this morning feeling, like, much better, which is cool, because, as you guys know, I'm 28, and what that means is I'm not on my parents' insurance anymore, and that means that I don't have to test out my new crappy insurance to see exactly how crappy it is. I've never had to use my insurance, so I honestly don't even have any proof that it even works or is good or anything. But I don't have to test it out this time, so that's good. Speaking of potentially having to go to the hospital, I have to tell you guys about something. Which, before I do that, this is a practice log. And I'm going to be practicing for you guys, and then I'm going to be playing something for you as well. I'm just doing a little bit of small talk first because, you know, I like connecting with you a little bit. I'm going to answer some comment questions in a moment, and then we're going to get to the real practice after that. But I have a few more things to talk about. First, while I was at the drugstore, I came across these right here. See that? Stay Awake. What a great name for a pill, right? If you walk through a drugstore and you're looking for any drug, be it like Tylenol, NyQuil, any drug that you need for whatever sickness you have, they're all like $10 minimum, right? Drugs are so expensive. The price tag on this package looked like an error because it was 99 cents, like next to all these like $10 to $20 drugs. So obviously my eye was drawn to it. And I was like, what costs so little? And they actually sell caffeine pills at my drugstore. And it's 99 cents for 16 of them. I buy Monster energy drinks for $4 each. And a Monster energy drink has like 160 milligrams of caffeine. And each of these pills has 200 milligrams of caffeine. And that's the only active ingredient in this. Is just caffeine pills. It's just branded as Stay Awake, which is so true, right? I've probably spent like $3,000 in Monster, like in my 20s, you know? And I've always just sort of accepted, like, it's a $4 drink. I'm essentially buying a drug. So, like, you're paying for the drug, you know? Drugs aren't cheap. Obviously, the soda aspect isn't expensive because it's just carbonated water and artificial sweetener, and that's it. So the caffeine is what you're really paying for. But no, there's, like, no ingredient in Monster that costs anything. I bet you to make a Monster, it costs them, like, a cent per Monster, and they're selling it for $4 each. So this is it right here. I was taking caffeine pills for a while on the show. You guys, if you guys remember that, you've been around for a while. I used to have to order them online. But I'm gonna start doing this because I feel like the price is like unbeatable here. 16 servings for $1? That's $2 a month for caffeine every day. Are you kidding me? And I know that you guys are gonna argue with me because you like your cup of joe in the morning. You like waking up with your coffee. But there's nothing quite like keeping these by your bedside, popping one, and then going back to sleep, and then 20 minutes later, you're like, all right, time to wake up. Whoa! And then you just get after the day, you know? It's like you're not even waking yourself up. It's like the caffeine does it for you. I like that. I enjoy that very much. So I don't know, I just wanted to share that. My teacher has arranged for me to record something like in a couple of days, so I think I need to work on that quite a bit. And I'm hesitant to even talk about it because it almost feels unreal, but I guess my professor is like friends with the pretty prominent guitarist and recording extraordinaire Drew Henderson. I'm sure you guys have seen his videos. And he's coming where I live in a couple of days, and my teacher has arranged for me and a couple other students to record with them. So I think I'm going to be recording with Drew Henderson in a couple of days. And my teacher told me, like, hey, can you do Lob der Tränen? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I'm probably just going to play that for you, just to, like, so I'll work on that a good bit. There's a lot of stuff I've been working on, though. I've really been working on my Rasciatos on the Rodrigo. That's been, like, a big focus. The rhythm, getting that down. But yeah, again, I'm still hesitant to say that, because it almost feels like unreal. It's like, are you sure? Is this like a different Drew Henderson that you're talking about? It's not the Drew Henderson, right? But I think it is. I think they're just buds. So I think I'm going to be recording with him. I didn't hook that up using my sore hands reach. I just have a professor, I guess, that knows him. So that's kind of cool. Lord knows I'm going to take my new backpack to that recording session. I'm going to carry around my crap in it. By the way, I actually want to show you guys something, which if you haven't seen the unboxing, you need to see the unboxing of this because it's one of my favorite videos that I've made in a while. All the functionality of this is in the pockets, but a cool feature of this backpack is that you can remove all of those pockets, and removing those pockets was the only way that I could fit a keg in here for when I party, right? No, it's the only way that I could fit my guitar lift in here. So all the selling points of this backpack are now gone, and it's just a Diodario shell for me to store like one item inside of. Man, it's cool though. It is pretty freaking cool, ain't it? Also, I'm a little nervous. That video has not come out yet. Like, from my perspective, I feel like the thumbnail is a little spicy for being given free stuff. I hope they're not upset by that. But also, like, come on, you know who you're working with right now. And also, I'm trying to get people to click on it, and I feel like that salacious sort of thumbnail and title, it has to be salacious, you know? That's the sore hands way. I don't want it to be one of those unboxings where it's like, I'm so happy with the Dario. This is awesome in the thumbnail. Like, that kind of thing. Pretty good haul for the year. 3rd place from Troy. Backpack, not too shabby. Ooh, that caffeine pill's starting to kick in, too. Ooh, yeah. Dude, I love when the caffeine starts kicking in. That's the nice thing about the pill, too. You don't get that from a coffee. When you, like a coffee on an empty stomach, it kind of seeps in over time. This hits, like, all at once, and then you're just like, pew! You're good. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place right now. And you guys have commented on, like, are you ADHD, Cameron? Like, you're like an ADHD version of, like, whoever. Especially in reaction videos and stuff. No, I'm not. I'm not ADHD. Sorry. Anyways, we need to get to the practice. But first, I want to answer a couple of comment questions just so we can talk a little bit, guys. I just want to talk to you for a second. I feel like we never talk anymore, you know? Whoa, not a question, but a comment. And this is on my Berkeley video where on their classical guitar, like, advertisement video, someone was playing a Godin plug-in classical, which there are uses, by the way, for a Godin plug-in classical, and as far as plug-in classicals go, I think that's the one to get, and specifically, the one to get is the one with MIDI functionality. It's hard for me to hate on a futuristic guitar that also has MIDI functionality, because, like, what do you expect from it, you know? Because what you're getting from that guitar, it feels like a classical guitar, because I even think the nut spacing and, like, the string spacing, I mean, is, like, standard classical spacing, but of course, the body is, like, stripped away, and you get this, like, tiny little crappy body, but the MIDI functionality changes everything, because now you can use it in a DAW and you're not exiled to using your crappy little MIDI keyboard, and you're essentially taking power away from keyboard MIDI controllers and bringing them back to guitar, which I can't be mad about that. But the Cordoba ones that are just like the purpose is to have an electric classical, or the Tosin Abasi, the Tim Henson, the purpose of them is to play live and stuff, but my argument is you should just play an electric guitar or play a steel string guitar because they sound so much better. These plug-in classicals, they have like microphones inside their body, but the sound is not worth capturing with a microphone because it's so small and nasally. It sounds horrible. So the MIDI functionality gotten for MIDI purposes, totally awesome. I get it. Any other purpose, it's like, what are you doing though? After what you said about classical guitarists being caught dead with a Godin, you should have cut to Brandon Aker being blindfolded, tricked into holding one by Marshall Brune. Did they do that to him? That's so funny. Dude, I would have freaked out like they put roaches in my hand or something. Like, oh, why is it so thin? Ugh. I need to check that video out. That's a funny idea. Heart and Save. Hey, you know what? We're talking about Fender again. Sorry, everybody. But this is from JB Atkins Music. And this is on the Rick Beato Fender video that I made. Individuals modifying and making their own guitars is completely different than setting up a brand and a business that directly uses others' intellectual property. Legally speaking and principally speaking, Fender has a case. Now, how far they'll go into the details and repercussions is another conversation. Rick's arguments are sort of ridiculous, which is basically what I said. Just because you don't like the way the inventor of something does something doesn't mean it should be legal to copy them and profit from it when they're legally protected. Poor argument. Because he brought up people like Eddie Van Halen playing the Frankenstrat or whatever you call it. Fender Stratostein? I don't know. And yeah, I don't think people like Eddie Van Halen would be sued for mixing and matching body parts of their guitars, of course. That would be some pretty involved policing from Fender to make sure people aren't doing that. I feel like the only thing Fender could potentially do is go after the clones of the Stratocaster. Like, again, like we saw the like Schminder Schmatocaster, even though I think that image was fake. But I kind of see where they're coming from with like clones of the Strat, and especially if at first glance you're supposed to think that it's a Strat just looking at it, and then you look closer and it's just like totally not. I feel like any guitar brand would have some sort of an issue with that. I don't know. That's all I got for you. I don't think we should go any further into that. Alright, last one. I feel like I haven't talked about much in this practice log, but that's okay. We're just here to practice. This one is from Diogenslighty6249. Thanks for the last 4 of your social there. What is that Game Boy game on the shelf? Let me get it for you. Hold on now. This is a game that I got recently. It's an arcade greatest hits, and I mainly play Joust on it. All the other games are kind of trash, I'm gonna be honest, but it's like an arcade 5-in-1 game. Joust is fun. I like that. I got it for $11 at a game shop that's in my hometown. Not where I live now, but my hometown, and they sell Game Boy games still. All the way from Game Boy Color up to like, they basically sell everything. They're all pretty cheap and used. I enjoy playing arcade games on my Game Boy, and Heather, she has a Switch 2, and I mean like, not, she has a Switch also, because I have a Switch 1, and she also has a Switch 1, but she also has the second Switch that has been released, and my favorite game on that is the NES emulator, and I'll play the NES version of Donkey Kong, and I'm not like super good at it. Like, I'm gonna say my high score, and you guys are gonna be like, oh, like I've like gone way over that. I know, I'm a casual player. I do it for fun. I like just like unwinding, playing some Donkey Kong or something. But I crossed 100,000 points pretty recently, which is like 20 minutes of gameplay for me. So it's pretty good. Get your quarter's worth on that one. But yeah, we both enjoy arcade games. Whenever we can find an arcade, we'll go to one. And we'll also play them at home, of course. And yeah, just letting you into my life a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna get to practicing now, so I will see you at the practice chair. Oh my god, there's something coming for us. There's something trying to get in, help! As you can see from the time, I'm a little late to this practice session. I have been a little sick, and this is the first day I'm not sick, obviously. We're gonna see how long this goes for. I'm gonna aim for like an hour and a half. Try to like wrap this thing up by noon, maybe, and then start my day. Start all the other stuff I'm behind on. Hey, I have all the free strings in the world now. I still haven't changed them. It's been like a while. I'm gonna change them after this in preparation for the recording session. But for now, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. It hasn't even been an hour yet, but I'm kind of ready to do something else with my morning. Listen, I thought I was going to be sick when I woke up today, and I didn't set an alarm, so I just kind of woke up naturally. And to my surprise, I wasn't sick, so then I thought, like, oh, I might as well film. I have some stuff that I need to catch up on, and I need to get today's video out, like the video that you're seeing today. That would be the last video, the Diodario unboxing video. So I'm going to go ahead and just play Lobe de Trennen for you. So let me bring you closer. So like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and play what I have of the piece that I'm going to be recording this Thursday. So I'm going to do that now. Check this out. Man, I missed so many little things in there that just made it sound crummy. I could play it again, but, I don't know. I've played it enough. I'm just gonna go really hard on fingerings and just make sure strings aren't ringing out when I don't want them to ring out and all that stuff. I kind of want to be done now and start my morning. I know I didn't practice that much, but again, I'm behind on stuff. I need to get to it. I'm going to practice more today, and I'm going to film another practice log really soon. I just wanted to check in, you know, see what's going on. And yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up here, I guess. Hey, of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. By the way, I have a recital class. There's another one, June 14th. At 12 p.m. EST. You guys know the deal. Link in the description. And just to answer some questions about that, because I've gotten comments like this. How advanced are the people playing in it? And I've seen comments wondering, like, should I come in? Like, am I good enough to play in it? The only real, like, requirement, per se, that I have for my class is that you're working on classical music, and your goal is to see if you can perform it. So you can come in with, like, a month of experience and come in playing Soar Opus 60 number 1, and that's totally fine. Now, there are going to be people in that class playing advanced rep at like high levels. You don't have to be like that though. It's your own journey. You don't have to be like the best person in the class to show up to the class. All you need is to have some music and you want to just see if you can perform it. So don't worry about if you're not good enough or anything like that. Anyways, there's a sale on Rutan's Delight as usual. Yeah. And we'll do a longer one next time. So, I'll see you then.